For the latest video I'm going to go over sniping. So firstly we're going to need a class. Before I talk anything about sniping techniques you're going to have to create a class. So we'll go with this empty custom class, go down to snipers, and I'm going to go with the Barrett 50 cal because I love the Barrett 50 cal. And I'm going to stick a thermal sight in it because it's just really good. Alright, secondary weapon I'm going to go with a shotgun. I'm going to go with the first one, even though those other ones are probably much better than the first one. I just love the first one. And then I'm going to go with claymores. For my equipment, I don't really need grenades, and I think claymores are just the best. First perk is going to be sleight of hand, faster reload and better aim down sight. It can get you out of some situations if you can aim down the sight quickly. The next one I'm going to go with stopping power, although hardline is and cold-blooded are probably better. Stopping power just adds insult to injury when you absolutely destroy them with a gun that doesn't even need it. For my death streak I'm just going to go with painkiller, and for my third perk I went with scrambler. I think it's probably a pretty useful perk. I mean, the other ones don't really apply to having a sniper. And remember, the best part is what you name your class. You really need a totally kick-ass name. So I've gone with XX Headshot King, and I've even thrown a 0 and a 7 in there instead of letters. Right, now we need to find a game. Oh, look at that, that was quite quick. Right, the most important part about sniping, it comes down to two things. It comes down to 50% aiming and 50% positioning. So, although I can't really tell you how to aim like really well, I can show you all the positioning. So I would suggest that you practice your aiming, get really quick on the trigger, know where the center of the screen is without actually having to zoom in, so you're ready. So you only have to adjust the exact position of your shot only a little bit. So when the match starts, when you're a sniper, you want to get in a position where you'll see them coming for the most important parts, popular parts of the map. Like that top ledge I checked before, checking again, and I'm checking down the right side because that's where the enemy can come from. Taking cover behind this bomb or something. Right, they're not there, so I'm moving up. I can see now that my radar's gone all scrambly, so I'm whipping out the shotgun, and that took care of him. Right, now back to the sniper. Okay, I could have sworn all three of them hit him, but apparently not. And again with that one, you tell me, I'm pretty sure the first one hit that guy. Right, so we've cleared out the middle, and I'm sticking around the edge, and I'm moving up around slowly. You don't want to jump into anything like this. You have got a sniper, you need to stay back as far away as possible. And remember to be quick on the trigger. Alright, you keep checking these bunkers around the back, check all the popular spots, learn the maps well, learn where all the people tend to hide out. And you'll get and then just cover them. Stick around the edge of the map mainly, but if you do venture into the middle, make sure you've got a lot of cover. Alright, that was a fail bomb. Right, don't just rush out. You haven't got an assault rifle, don't run anywhere. At the risk of being called a newbie camper, I will suggest sort of stick to an area for a while before you move on. Like the game's been going on for like a minute now and I've hardly moved across the map yet. Right, this is panicky. Right, I'm getting shot now, I'm running away. I'm not going to take on this next guy. I can't take on an assault rifle when I have a shotgun and a sniper. Don't be afraid to actually run from a fight when you're a sniper. I mean, they can call you a coward all you want, but at the end of the day, you've got twice as many kills as them. So don't be afraid to run. That was a situation I was not going to win, so I just have to move out of the way. Right, keep a close eye on the radar. You want to know where the enemy is. You want to know like where the rough position is so you can sort of move along. Like I know they're down here somewhere, so I'm sort of just edging my way around the corner, constantly looking down my scope, keeping my eye out for them. Don't just run in and expect to get some kills. You need to sort of hang back, let them be drawn to you, take them out one by one. That's what a sniper does. So look, I'm taking my time. I'm only moving up a little bit to cover at a time, constantly checking. Even though I've just checked, I'm checking again down this pathway. Until I'm certain there's no one there. I've seen 2 of my own teammates run down there. I'm pretty sure there's no enemies, so now it's safe. So I'm just looking over this edge. Don't run right up to this edge and just look down. You'll get seen by the entire map. Take it very slowly. Only a good rule of thumb is only be seen where your gun is pointing. So make sure you can only be seen from somewhere the end of your barrel is pointing. That means you've got a good chance of killing the enemy as they have the view. Alright, I got shot again, and I didn't know where from, so I'm running. I'm not going to even bother trying to poke out, find him, kill them, because he's just died. Right, this guy was a low level. Luckily, he was a low level anyway. If it was anyone higher, I probably would have died there. But that was quite good. I didn't put my shotgun down straight away and switch back to my sniper. I was just wanting to make sure this room was clear, and good thing I did. Okay, again I'm taking refuge behind these crates, and I'm moving very slowly across, making sure I can only be seen where my barrel is pointing, and I got myself a kill. So at the moment I'm on 20-0, which is a nice streak I've got going now. And I've got this because I wasn't afraid to run away from a fight. I've been sticking around the edge and I've been moving slowly, like it's several minutes into the game and I've just now made one circuit around the map. So take your time, because you want to move with the enemy spawns. You always want to be on the opposite side of the map to where the enemy is going to spawn. You don't want to start sprinting around the map all over the place and have enemies spawn left, right and centre. You'll just get killed. So take your time, make a few steps, check again. A few steps, check the popular points. Check where you can be seen from. Point the barrel down at where you can be seen from. So I'm keep checking over and over again. Check down here, even though I can see, I just want to make sure. Right, there's one up there now, and another one. I'm sure I hit him then, but apparently the game doesn't like that. Okay, again, at the risk of being called a skillless newbie camper, I am gonna suggest that I stay here. This is because I can see a lot of action from the enemy red dots on the radar going down that end of the map I'm pointing at. So I'm not going to run in there, and I'm not going to run all the way around the map, because it will take a while, and they could have changed spawn. So I am just sort of going to stand there in hopes that they're either going to stand on this cliff or to the right. But luckily, about 3 or 4 of them do start standing up on this cliff, and I'm just getting some nice kills. I mean, it's not camping, it's tactical positioning. I didn't just stand here. I chose this position specifically because the enemy spawns there. I mean, I'm not going to say stand there the entire game or stand there for ages. I was probably only going to sit there for like 30 seconds, and if I didn't see any enemies I would move up. But because there was a lot of action going on, I am sort of staying there. Now that they've dried up, I'm moving back, getting a new position. I think they're coming around this left side. But, well, it's game over now, and I got 26 kills and no deaths. So, remember, you have to be really good on the trigger and be quick on the scope, and that's 50%. The other 50% comes from your positioning and the way you move across the map, and not being afraid to run away from a fight. Don't just run in. You haven't got an assault rifle, don't run in. So, check out my other videos and subscribe, rate and comment, the usual. Hope you enjoyed that.